welcome to episode 44 of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Last time, we basically went to the Borscht Bowl Club and basically talked to Zach, who proved to be one of the biggest jerks to ever walk the earth. Literally, you cannot defend Zach. The guy spreads misery, like how one spreads mayo on a slice of whole wheat bread. And now we get Kristoph, and then Tsumugi, Tsumugi breaks 5 windows. Who's behind you? And then Tsumugi just starts kissing her DS screen. Freak, I'm surprised going to that one, Tsumugi's room dang around, you don't see like 500 posts of Kristoph. Well, isn't this an unexpected surprise? What errand brings you down to my cramped confines? Gavin. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge for the events that took your attorney's badge 7 years ago? My past is like my logic, straight and true. Nothing changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Fine. I'm glad we could have this little tete-a-tete right. You look well, Phoenix Wright. You too, Gavin. Now, so many people do not examine. Oh, but one fun fact is that basically you saw that solitary cell 13. This is actually the same cell that Morgan Fay was imprisoned in. So yeah, we get that fun. Anyways, very few people ever examine Kristoph's cell. It has some good points to it. It's strange, you know. Here I am in solitary, and yet the books keep piling up. Looks like you got more than books up there. Ah, yes, my collection. I have a few friends on the prison staff. They show me a little kindness. Unlike some people I know, who basically take my offers of friendship and then throw it in my face by thanking me in the form of sending me to prison. And mind you, my only crime was disposing of a monster to this world, right? Just a little? Yeah, basically, though that violin actually could be argued to be a bit of an Easter egg or foreshadowing or flashback shadowing, because basically a side series to the Ace story, a spin-off series, which is the Geigen Saiban series. Basically, it's the Great Attorney as it translates. Basically, it shows Phoenix's ancestor as he went to England from Japan to basically just investigate, to basically be a defense attorney there. And there he meets Sherlock Holmes. Yes, the Sherlock Holmes, who basically shares a lot of similarities in terms of appearance and writes the Gavin brothers. Well, one of the big things about Sherlock is that he plays the violin, and Kristoph has a violin there. And Kristoph has this little bird. I call him Tweety. Attack him, Tweety! Make him suffer! That's some chair. Just looking at it makes me want to take a seat. You'd probably have to add a whole digit to the price of one of my office chairs. In here, a comfortable chair is the most valuable thing in the world. You'd have to add 2 digits to the price of the standard prison issue chair for this. Those prison chairs don't look so bad either. Maybe I should redecorate. Phoenix! Yeah, see, this is why! People are saying that Phoenix is spending 100 grand on forged diary pages. Phoenix is considering prison chairs! And then basically you get basically the one showing of Kristoph's dog. Nice roses. You take care of this one here? Ah, yes. She's surprisingly delicate, you know. Requires careful tending, but she is my best friend, as they say. Best? Come on now, I'm starting to feel bad for you! Oh? Of course. She's known to bite if handled roughly. Your rose bites?! I was speaking of the photo next to the rose. My retriever, Vongel, cute, but feisty. Frankly, I'm surprised that Kristoph owns a retriever. Frankly, with how Kristoph is, I can imagine Kristoph being the kind of guy where he would not want to own a retriever. He would not want to own a dog that could potentially pose a challenge to him. As such, I believe Kristoph would be the kind of guy who would more or less own like a little dog, like a Chihuahua. Oh yeah, Kristoph. I can imagine Kristoph easily owning a Chihuahua, because like Kristoph, Chihuahuas, they look all cute and cuddly, but they will take your soul. They will try to bite your head off if you even look at them funny. Every dog has its thorns. Yes, Kristoph and Von Goal. That envelope has been bothering me since I came in here. It's not nice to peek at other people's mail. You get mail here in jail? That I do, though they read it first apparently. Still, I am allowed the pleasure of correspondence. Packages and the like are a different matter, however. Looks like sneaking a peek at it out of the question. Actually, let's show him let's get some presenting done. What do you think about this, Gavin? I hardly need remind you that I am not a free man, thanks to someone. I care little about the outside world, save advances in chair technology. No information forthcoming here, I guess. Basically, too bad they don't give Kristoph anything regarding the Gramayes. That would be beautiful. Or Kristoph with the gun, having him have a snarky remark about the gun. Life has been full of surprises for both of us. I've no doubt you never expected to lose that attorney's badge of yours. And I'll bet you never expected to wind up here. Shady Smith was the name of the man you killed. Did you know who he really was? Who he was? Zachariah, you know, the defendant? Of course I knew! I could feel his evil emanating off of him. I remember him, of course. But you say Smith was Zach? Impossible! Don't even try to tell me it was a coincidence. What did I just say? Life is full of surprises, don't you think? After that trial, you were arrested and found guilty, but your motive was never made clear. A mistake I plan to remedy. You're not an attorney anymore, Phoenix Wright. What possible conclusion do you think this investigation, and I use the term quite loosely, of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I am an evil human being. Actually, Kristoph, if you were truly evil, you would have let Zach roam the earth. Isn't that enough? Not for me, it isn't. I need to know why you did it, Gavin. You recall that case 7 years ago? Ah, yes, the trial where Zachariah pulled his infamous vanishing act. My brother won his fair share of praise and adoration for that trial, as I recall. From the prosecutor's office, from Mother, she baked him a cake. She basically treated it as if it was his birthday. Meanwhile, for me, I'm pretty much single-handedly fighting in my own law firm, and I don't get even a cookie. Actually, scratch that. Mother does my laundry for me and tries to set me up on dates on eHarmony. So what am I saying? Genius cross-prosecutor reveals crooked attorney, was it? That was when I met you, wasn't it? Was it now? The Bar Association Review Board voted unanimously for the stricted punishment. Unanimous, save for one dissenting opinion. Yours. Yeah, and that's another thing that people tend to overlook. That basically, Kristoph is actually a member, was a member of the Bar Association. As such, it's not out of the question to think that he at least had some sort of interactions and relations with Blaze, which would have actually been pretty hilarious. Just seeing how they would have been a power team. It was my brother who was responsible for putting you in that position, after all. For 7 years we've been friends, and yet I still don't understand you. But right, your friendship towards me was never pure. You suspected me then, as you still do now, don't you? Honestly, right now, I'm not sure what I think. You didn't just brain a guy with a juice bottle for no reason. Tell me why you did it. Persistent, aren't you? I came here because I remembered something. The night of our game, Zachariah mentioned your name, Gavin. Ah, that reminds me! I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe was his name. After that, he was killed, and I asked you to help me. because I remembered your kindness back when everyone had turned on me. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please! The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. I have to know. Why did you kill Shay Smith? No. Zachramaye. And now we get the Black Cyclops. Kristoph isn't revealing anything. Kristoph's taking these secrets to his grave. Whoa! I've never seen Cyclops like these. Dark, cold, full of despair. Can I even unlock these things? Something wrong, right? No, it's nothing. You shouldn't push yourself so hard. Life is to be taken easy, you know. He's doing his nails. Yeah, basically you cannot Magatama break these locks. You try to talk to Kristoph, and literally you basically will just get the same thing. You talk to him, he basically just gives you the whole thing. You get the whole spiel again. Because apparently the game doesn't want you to skip. The game knows your opinions, it knows your thoughts. Yes, come on. I'm trying to show the good viewers what happens when you click that again. It's curiosity. Yeah, basically you just get Kristoph as endless black Cyclops. Yeah, Kristoph is nail polish. You're thinking, what self-respecting man would use nail polish? Not really. I know appearances are a big thing with you. Frankly, like, I'm surprised that this topic of conversation is only coming up now. Like, I mean, really, when Kristoph had mentioned his love of his affinity for doing nails with Phoenix, you know what I say. One cannot live a beautiful life without beautiful nails. And there's, yeah, like I said, and then Tsumugi, flashback to Tsumugi wanting to do Kaede's nails. Beautiful nails, beautiful life, Kaede! Move down the stairs! First rate in all things, except nothing less. That certainly does look like first-rate nail polish. I like the sparkly bottle. It's crystal. It's worth 5 times. It's worth 5 of you, right? If you're so drawn to it, please have one. It's on me. Oh, by the way, right? You may not know this, but this nail polish is actually quite a delicious beverage. You just drink the entire thing down, right? And then just wait 15 minutes for a happy surprise. Yeah, basically, let's move on. You gotta go back. Back to the past. Drew Studios. 7 years ago. Drew Studio.
I figured you'd come here sooner or later.
I decided on sooner. Drew Misham, was it?
I haven't done anything illegal.
And I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions.
I suppose you have that right. That day, the entire court descended into chaos. Only you stood still, your eyes calmly watching. I admit, it made quite an impression on me. I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations. Phoenix, right, was it? I'll answer what I can.
I'm not sure, but it feels like I'm being watched intensely. Yeah, then we get little Vera.
Ah, this is my daughter. Vera, say hello.
She's gone.
Shall we begin then?
Your work? Don't try to pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy, but that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. Zachramaye is hardly an innocent man, Phoenix. But at the very least, he's innocent of this crime. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know. And you have to tell me.
I knew it would be difficult to escape this.
Then let's talk. Yeah, I love a Phoenix! Yeah! Solitary Cell 13! Received from Kristoph Gavin's cell! Phoenix time travels! Phoenix time travels with this evidence! Judging from this place, you're a painter.
Not sadly a profitable one. I've never sold a painting. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. I would be able to get by, well, only me.
Your daughter.
Her mother grew weary of me and left.
Freaking this woman, just pair her up with Zach Ramaye! Freaking Zach and Vera's mother and Drew's ex-wife, they would freaking make a power couple!
I don't want to grow up needy, Mr. Wright. That is why I began my other occupation.
Forgeries.
Don't look at me with those eyes. I know what it is that I do. More than half of the paintings they bring me are stolen. And who knows what my copies are used for.
But some of your works aren't paintings, correct? You may not believe me when I tell you this, but that was my first
work outside of painting.
What?
To think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. I never even imagined the possibility.
Then why did you take the job?
I was well paid. Very well paid.
I think he feels worse about it than I do. The past is hard to escape.
Honestly, the sooner I can put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course.
Sorry, but it's not going to be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he made. Looks like I'll have to remind him. Well then, ready to tell me about this work you did?
It was unlike anything I had attempted before.
I guess it would be a little different from paintings.
That is not what I meant. In all my previous works, it's to create a copy.
This wasn't a copy?
The client gave me two things that day. The first was a sample page as reference. The second, a printed document I can only surmise was written by my client.
So you used the real writing as reference to reproduce what the client wrote?
Yes. As I said, it was my first job of that nature.
So, who was your client?
As I say in court, I do not know.
Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester.
I never met them. Not personally,
Cyclock, of course! It seems like you're still hiding something. Something about this work. What's that painting here?
Oh, that's one of mine. It's an illustration for a book. It's not on sale yet, of course, but I thought it might be a good business. As a father, I'd like to be able to put food on my daughter's table.
Not feeling I know anything about it, at least not yet. Phoenix, you just adopted Truzy! And what kind of painting is that? Is it like a sex painting? What book are you writing, Drew? Friggin', are you the illustrator? Are you trying to compete with Larry? Larry comes in and asks, yo, oh man, what the heck? You trying to take in my business? Well, newsflash, I'm the only one who does raunchy books in these parts. And then Larry just starts smashing things with a crowbar.
Going home by any chance?
No, I was just checking out the door.
Oh, go home, please.
Good thing I'm far too stubborn to take hints like that. Paints are scattered all around, probably the ones he's currently using. There's something very artistic about Messy Room. Not that it's anything compared to my office. Phoenix, you were a former art major. I guess that would make my office a masterpiece. Paints are scattered all around, probably the ones he's currently using. There's something very yeah, we already read that. No one does the examining but me. Paints and pigments are lined up on the shelves, with some noticeable gaps.
It's embarrassing, but I can't afford all the paints I want. I insist on buying the ones I use with my own money.
I can see how you'd want to do that, sure.
Perhaps you've heard that you can make any color, as long as you have the 3 primary colors. Well, it's a lie.
Poor guy. Maybe I'll just slide on over here for a closer look. This is you and Vera?
Yes, we took that one quite recently. I know I am a painter. Why not paint a portrait instead? I've never been that good at people, unfortunately.
Alright, shouldn't you practice? That's a pretty bottle.
Oh, don't touch that, please! I'll get in trouble! If I look at Vera, you see, she always puts it somewhere she can see it. She looks at it often.
There's a light pink fluid inside. Nail polish, I'm guessing. Yes! Kristoph uses pink nail polish! Yes, the beauty of it all. Kristoph is pink nail polish. It's beautiful. What's this red envelope?
Don't touch that! It's quite important.
The painter's face just changes hues. Guess I'd better behave, though it's tempting to just grab it. That's an awfully small frame. What's that inside it? A stamp?
Please don't touch that. I'll get in trouble. That stamp belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere she can see it.
That's CzarThwomp, the Grimailles, isn't it?
The post office issued that commemorative stamp last year, when the Grimailles were at the height of their popularity.
Not anymore. Now that one of them has vanished off the face of the earth.
Vera went to see one of their shows when she was quite small. She's been a dedicated fan ever since.
Which kind of is strange considering that Vera just brushes Trucy off like it's no big thing in the present.
She watched them every time they came on TV until the end.
I see.
That stamp's quite hard to come by here.
I still wonder how she got
her hands on it.
You use these gizmos for painting? They're pretty elaborate.
Those aren't for painting, they're for analyzing. Paint composition, age, every conceivable angle.
Tools of the forgery trade, I guess. These are some finished paintings stacked. There are some finished paintings stacked here. They don't look at all bad, really.
I'll sell you one for 50 cents.
That's okay. They look kind of heavy.
Oh.
Buy a painting from him, Phoenix! Buy 2 for $1, Phoenix! Look at that face! I don't care if Drew's engaged in some shady activity. Look at that face! Just buy one of his paintings for 50 cents, Phoenix! Come on! Maybe he needs to work on his sales techniques a bit. Buy the volcano, Phoenix! That looks like a pretty badass painting! Hell, I'd buy that painting for 50 cents! Yeah, really, poor Drew! Okay, present. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. Still can't get used to the whole... Oh, you got a Magatama it. Got the spinning Magatama. You're hiding something. Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Misham?
I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I never met the client.
True, when I asked the client's name, there were no Cyclocks in sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense.
Why are you doing this to me?
Well, I made my stand, no backing down now. So, what is Mr. Misham hiding? The forger. Thank you, dramatic irony. Yeah, Phoenix and his time powers. When Phoenix was in his sand state. I can pretty much piece together what is that you said.
What is it then?
You told me what you knew about the client, and I couldn't see any Cyclocks.
Cyclocks? Is that some sort of asylum security or a new hairstyle, perhaps?
Well, then they did show up, didn't they? Who was your client?
As I said in court, I do not know.
Really? Even for such a suspicious request?
If it was me, I'd want to know
if it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester.
I never met them, not personally.
Not personally. Those words triggered the psych locks.
Again with the psycho locks. Now I really must know what they are.
So you didn't meet with the client. But someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind this evidence.
Perhaps I'm hung up on this lock business. I'm afraid you've lost me.
Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about psych locks. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there.
And your conclusion is?
The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Misham.
Poppycock! I don't know what you're going on about. That's my work, I tell you. Me here in my studio. Who else would it have been?
That's the real question, isn't it? If the forger wasn't you, then I don't have many other people to choose from. The real forger True Studio is Kristoph! Apollo! Get out of the closet, Polly! The real forger is your daughter, Vera Misham, isn't it?
Ridiculous! My daughter's only 12 years old, Mr. Wright. I've always been more than one. I've always been more one for landscapes. That's a realism.
Nice comeback, but you're shaking your boots. I've got you now. The only two people with access to the studio are you and your daughter. The psych locks tell me you're not the forger, which makes your daughter the only possibility.
Ahem. I feel very much on the verge of going psycho lock myself. I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page was my daughter, Vera, not I. She's only 12. A genius, you might call her.
A precocious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently.
I let her lay in the studio and she watched me. She taught herself in that way. The drafting was the analytical device I bought when they became necessary. They're my little girl's playthings now.
Do I detect a bit of fatherly pride? So, Vera was the one who made this page. Would she know who the client was then?
Actually, the client came once. Here, to the studio.
What? Why did you say so sooner?
But their face was covered, and they did not want to talk to me. They were wearing a bowler hat, a mustache. Big mustache.
So they talked to your daughter.
I will speak only to the artist, the client told me.
That little girl might know something about him. We'll present the rest of this. Okay, what do I do now? Maybe I should talk to her father a bit more. Or it's time to turn my attention to Vera. What the heck was going on there? Talk to Vera. Mr. Bisham, I have a request.
Let me guess. You'd like to speak with my daughter.
Can I?
My daughter's never been one to talk to strangers. She's quite shy, extremely so actually. With only one exception.
Which was?
Oddly enough, it was that client. I left the studio while they talked. I returned when they had finished, and she was laughing. It was the first time I'd seen anything of the sort.
Please, let me speak with her.
Alright.
Uh-oh, this could be tough. Damn it, Vera! Take the diary page! What do you think about this? I think I just made her nervous. I need something to grab her attention, but what? And then there's this.
My stamp, my stamp.
Hey, she spoke. She could talk. Yeah, so this stamp. How can I keep her talking? Can I have it? Isn't True Grandma amazing? And they're not at all filled with jerks. Yes?
Oh.
I especially like those two, Zach and Volant. The former is just such a delight. I mean, they're just so magical!
Aren't they? Aren't they? Aren't they?
Yeah, whenever I go to one of their shows, I'm like, whoa, magic, you know?
Me too. I love them. They're so cool. It's like magic. Yeah.
Alright, she's talking, not saying much, but it's a start.
I went and saw them with Father one day. The opening ceremony at the Grammy Museum of
Magic. Freaking they have a museum! This is what's wrong with society! The Grammy Museum, they have one of those! I guess it makes sense now that they have their own commemorative stamp. So, have you been to one of their shows?
Just once when I was little with Father. The Gramaye's on stage. It was like a dream. Disappearing, reappearing, cutting apart, putting back together. They do it all. They beat the hot dog vendor with a stick, and he stopped speaking forever. Yeah. Maybe you could keep telling me stuff like this. You know about CzarThwomp, maybe?
Oh, sure.
All right, better get asking before she changes her mind. Nail polish! Do-do-do. I love how Drew just popped up. He's like, I'm going to tell you about it all. Vera.
I don't go outside much. I like to paint in here.
Why don't you like to go outside?
There's bad people out there.
There aren't bad people out there. And then Blaze, oh Vera, need you paint something, you dumpy. And Blaze comes in with the paintings, and Manfred, and I have documents I need forged. Forge me my documents. Yeah, I could just imagine that was Vera's life before she died.
The scary vampire men started screaming about documents.
I want them done, and I want them done perfectly. Well, true, but there's lots of good people too.
Actually, I should tell you. She was almost kidnapped once.
Kidnapped?
Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refused to leave the house.
I see. Wait, but that does not make sense. She said she went to the Gramaye Museum, with you in fact.
Oh, yes, actually, she was quite insistent on it, much to my surprise. That was the first and last time she expressed such a desire to me.
That person gave me a good luck charm
A good luck charm?
for when I absolutely had to go outside.
Yes, apparently she received something. A gift. From the client, actually. She won't tell me what it was.
Father, I told you to keep that a secret.
From that client, huh? This I have to hear about. So your father tells me you're good at painting all sorts of things.
I really like painting a lot. Father is always very happy when I paint them exactly the same.
So you did this too?
Oh yes, that was my first job.
Your first?
All I used to do was paint the same thing I saw. But this is totally different. The pen slips in the way the writer held the pen and the pressure on the nib. I had to use a microscope to analyze it on the computer.
She seems happy. Odd, her work was the last nail in the Gramaye coffin, and the last nail in your coffin, Phoenix. I guess no one told her. She destroyed lives, but all because Zach couldn't show the right diary page. Zach had to keep the diary page secret.
They're the best in the world.
Oh, you mean true Gramaye, of course.
Father gave it to me.
Your father? But I asked him about it. He didn't know how you got it.
I guess I just took it, yeah.
Took it?
Father got a letter from that person.
That person? You mean that letter was from the client?
Oh, we talked about the Gramayes forever that day. I'm sure that's why I was sent that stamp. I didn't want to send it back, so I took it.
They're a sneaky one, this client. So they were trying to get on her good side. Oh, like you're any different, Phoenix? Your friend brought her with Gramaye lies! So you met the person that asked you to do this job, and you talked with them. What's this about a good luck charm you received?
I can't talk about it.
Huh?
If I do, it won't work anymore. That's what I was told.
Yeah, but I really, really have to know. More psych locks! Right, time to do some psych unlocking. Strange that Phoenix never said something like that sooner. You seem to trust this client, quite a lot in fact, because they gave you this stamp.
No, that's not why. They listened to me, to my problem.
The problem, that keeps her inside all the time.
Don't go outside if you don't want to. That's what they told me. But when I actually had to go out, all I had to do was use this good luck charm.
A good luck charm that your client gave you. I think I know what your client might have given you, actually. Is this your good luck charm? Kristoph and his pretty pink nail polish. This was what they gave you, wasn't it? The same bottle's over there on your desk. Your good luck charm. Phoenix time travels! See, look! Phoenix has the bottle that he got 7 years in the future! What the heck, Phoenix? What the heck? This is not a simulation! This is freaking Phoenix going back in time, being the Terminator! If Phoenix has these time traveling powers, why doesn't Phoenix just go back to the moment when he received that fake diary page, slap it out of his past self's head, and say, Zach, where's the real diary page? Bring it out! Give it to him! Freaking, where is Zach? Where is these powers, Phoenix? Better yet, Phoenix, go back in the past and stop DL6. You can do it, Phoenix. You can go back. You can stop DL6. You can stop SL9. You can stop all the freaking Quercus Alba stuff and all the play stuff. You could be like the Time Ninja, Nick, Phoenix.
I heard once, cosmetics were once thought to ward off evil. This is a magic bottle. It has the power.
Of course it does. I'll just refrain from commenting anymore on that one. I think I know who gave you that bottle, actually. The one who asked you to do this job. Was this the client with my time-traveling powers? This man is a friend of mine. Know him? His name is Kristoph Gavin. He's a lawyer, actually. And that, yes, basically...
I promised. I promised not to tell.
The client.
I'm sorry, I can't talk about the client. I promised. And if I break my promise, the spell won't work.
I don't need a name anymore. I got my answer. You're pretty confident in this charm, then.
I think they might be the
Devil. Yes! And then Kristoph, he's just going about his daily life from that day on, and Meekins is following him around. Why are you following me? Oh, do not work! Do not mind me, oh great Lord of Darkness! Prince of Evil! I worship you! What? I will kill for you! And Meekins just drives around the Badgermobile, running people over. I'm doing it for you! Huh?
Or maybe an angel.
What do you mean?
I saw it. I think I saw it when they gave me this. I saw the devil's face.
Are you saying the client's face looked like the devil's?
No, the client was gentle, with a gentle smile.
So where'd you see this devil then?
It was so quick, I don't remember it so well. But that's when I knew. That person wasn't like other people. That's why I believe in my good luck charm.
I'm not sure what this devil she saw was, but it's pretty clear that Kristoph Gavin has her charmed. Well, I think that's all. I'll be leaving. I am sorry for what happened. If you want to apologize, try my client, Zach or Mike. That man deserves no apologies!
Did I do something bad?
What makes you think that?
Your eyes, they're sad. Very sad.
I'll put on my smile next time, I promise. I hope to see you smile then too, Vera.
Oh, okay.
Take care. Thinking back on my first encounter with the young forger, I witnessed something of vital importance that day. Of course, by the time I realized it, it was already too late. Okay! Anyways, yeah, we still have other places to go, but we do not have any way to really, well, handle what we're doing there. Anyways, next time, we're going to be heading off to the detention center. Anyways, I really appreciate you taking time to watch this episode of your review. We'll be back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do as they want. Without, see you next time. Bye.